I'm Elliot Kleinberg, author of the Civil War historical novel, Peace River. I am at Cuban Memorial Boulevard Park in Miami's Little Havana neighborhood. Cuba and Florida have been inextricably linked since that country's independence in the Spanish-American War, and long before that. But that war might never have happened. Cuba might have been part of the United States. What if the U.S. had just let the Confederate States of America leave? We've said some people were for that. In that case, some 600,000 people might not have died. But what if the Civil War, integral to the story of Peace River, had taken place and the Confederacy had won? In 1960, 100 years after the start of the U.S. Civil War, historian McKinley Cantor wrote an essay, later a book, on that subject. In the timeline, U.S. Grant is thrown from his horse and killed. The Confederacy wins at Vicksburg and Gettysburg and decimates the Union armies. Robert E. Lee marches into Washington. The District of Columbia, Maryland, and Kentucky join the Confederacy. The shrunken North moves its capital to Columbus, Ohio. Texas, again, becomes an independent nation. The Confederates abolished slavery 2 decades later, in 1885. And in 1898, it's the Confederacy that goes to war with Spain. It annexes Cuba. The Union, the Confederacy, and Texas fight together and successfully in World War I and World War II. In the Cold War, feeling threatened by the Soviet Union, which never gave up Alaska and so is way too close, the three entities reunite in 1961, 100 years to the day after Fort Sumter. And they include the American state of Cuba.